Hey everyone, so over the past few years I've been receiving tons of questions about this 2019 edition of the Marvel Encyclopedia book published by DK, and I have been replying to those questions to the best of my abilities in the comment section of that video I did on this book. And as I was just sitting in my bed, I was thinking about Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, and I was thinking about America Chavez, who a lot of people might be familiar with from the comics. So I was wondering if she was in this book, and rest assured she is. So I figured I would do this video to show you guys that she is included in the 2019 Marvel Encyclopedia book. There she is. And this is page 241. She is on this page with her full bio and a description of who she is. Also, you have this little part right here of Madeline Joyce Frank, who was the first Miss America. She was a member of the Liberty Legion and the Evaders, later called the All Winners Squad. Alright, so she is in the book, Miss America, aka America Chavez. And there's also other mentions of Miss America with Teen Brigade, in case if you're wondering about that. And the Young Avengers, I believe, which, oh, by the way, Teen Brigade, that's located on page 370, right there. Alright, and on page 433, there's the Young Avengers, and there's America Chavez, or Miss America. Well, I guess by here, according to this, she goes by Miss America. Right there. Alright. So, yeah, I just thought I would upload this. Hold on, camera's going out of focus. Come on, camera. I'll fix this. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, I thought I'd upload this video in case anyone was curious if Miss America was in this book, and she definitely is. And once again, this is the 2019 edition. Marvel Encyclopedia, still being sold through Amazon for a very cheap price, around 20 bucks. But sometimes the prices are all over the price. Sometimes it could be, or all over the place, I meant to say. Sometimes the prices could be like around 25. Sometimes the prices will be lower than 20 bucks. So I guess it depends if you get it on a good day or just an average day. Because sometimes prices on certain items through Amazon just, they fluctuate a lot. But yeah, if anyone has any more questions about any other characters that are in this book, you know, I'll always try to get back to you guys and reply to you in the comment section, because I have been replying to numerous questions in the previous video I did for this book. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Of course, there's no need to look up other characters who are in the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, like Scarlet Witch. By now, everyone knows who Scarlet Witch is. I mean, she had her own show on Disney Plus, and she was in the Avenger films. But you know, if you grew up with the comics, and you know that she came from the X-Men comics, and you know, I knew about her mostly from the 90s X-Men comics. I knew she's existed well before that in the much earlier comics, but I was born in the 80s, and I didn't really get into comics until the 90s. Like, the 90s era of comics was like more of my favorite era of comic book collecting or reading. But I do have much respect for the earlier days of comics, like, hey, it was Mephisto all along. Mephisto gets a whole page dedicated to himself on page 238, I believe. But as I was mentioning, yeah. Oh, actually, what's his name? Kang. Yeah, he's gonna be like, what, the next big villain, sort of, in the next phase of Avenger films. So where would I find Kang? He would be, oh, hold on, he would be back here, right? So there's Kingpin, of course, who just made his MCU appearance on a show that I don't want to mention because I don't want to spoil things for people who are not caught up on this stuff in the MCU. Hold on. Did I... Okay. So he's on page 203. And there he is. Kang the Time-Traveling Conqueror. Right? You get his bio over here, I believe. And actually this whole page is dedicated to Kang. So he's going to be the next big bad in the MCU. And assuming they might have more big bads after him. Like, I would like to see Doctor Doom after they introduce, but yeah, after they introduce Fantastic Four. I don't want to see him arrive before Fantastic Four. And of course Galactus would probably be the coup de grace, right? Like, they'll probably get everyone assembled for that phase. The Avengers, or I should say New Avengers, X-Men, Fantastic Four, probably Young Avengers, and numerous other teams, Guardians of the Galaxy. But, oh, yeah, Immortus. Immortus, isn't he like... I want to say he's a variant of Kang. Let's see, among them... Hold on. In each era he arrived in, he adopted a new guise. Among them, Rama, Tut, and Kang the Conqueror. Yeah. Yeah, I want to say he's like a sort of like another variant of Kang. Or he's sort of like another time-traveling conqueror type of character. I'm not too familiar with Immortus, because I have not read those comics. But, yeah, there's Icarus from Immortals, which got mixed reaction for the MCU version. Hyperion, maybe one day they'll put him in the MCU, who knows. There's Howard the Duck. Anyways, this video is going on for way too long. This was supposed to be just about if America Chavez was in this book or not, and she is, so sorry if I just rambled on for too long, but I'm getting a lot of member berries with this stuff every time I go through it every now and then. Since I grew up on the comics during the 90s and collected tons of the trading cards and collected lots of the action figures, and till this day I'm still collecting a lot of Marvel action figures through Hasbro, because they've been doing a great job with Marvel Legends. And I've been just building up my collection like crazy. There's Doctor Strange. And Dupe, who, wasn't he like a sidekick of Deadpool? Let's see. Just trying to see if there's any mentioning of Deadpool. I could have swore he was like worked, or I don't know. He did like something with Deadpool. Because I have a Marvel Legends figure with him, and he comes with Deadpool. Dormammu. Yeah, Doctor Doom. Alright. Too much nostalgia here. So there you go. And if anyone has any more questions, I will answer them in the comments below. Take a look at the back here. And there's Squirrel Girl. Squirrel Girl, I never got into her comics back in the day. And I never read any of the events that involved her. I always thought she was an odd character. I was like, who is this girl with a giant squirrel tail? Like, where does she come from? Who is she? Classic Green Goblin. Oh, man. William Dafoe killed it in No Way Home as Green Goblin. Though, part of me kind of wish they would have painted his face green or something. Or used that behind-the-scenes mask that was, or I should say that mask that was seen in the behind-the-scenes footage of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy, the one with the realistic Green Goblin mask, and it looks scary as hell. I was like, yeah, I want to see that in the Spider-Man movie. But I don't know, they went with the more armored up design, which was still fine for what it is, but I did like his new look in Spider-Man No Way Home. I will say that. I did like the look he went with during the final moments of the film. But anyways, yeah. Now I'm ending this video for real. Alright, later. Stay awesome. Or as Stan Lee would say, Excelsior.